I'm happy to answer your questions if I can. If I don't know the answer, I'll just say something. Sure it is. I take you back to 1962, when an independent country called Cuba and an independent country called the USSR agreed to place Soviet missiles in Cuba. Right? They had the right to do that, and there were American missiles in Turkey, right close to the Soviet Union. So good old Mr. Khrushchev said, oh, we're going to counter that. We're going to put our missiles in Cuba. As soon as the United States found out that there were going to be missiles there, in fact, some were already there, the U.S. said, what? No, we don't care about agreements. We see that as a threat to our national security. And we will sink your ships if need be, and if there's a war, there'll be a war. Well, they had to accept that, right? And Khrushchev backed off, and the missiles were taken out, and that was the end of that story. Well, NATO on Russia's border, for this particular government, is the same thing. They see NATO as a real danger. So I repeat, if there had been this thing about no NATO, here's a signed agreement, 50 years guaranteed by the United States, by everyone, there would have been no problem with Ukraine. But it's about who's boss? Who's boss? And it's that, now you ask for a strategy? Well, what kind of strategy can you have? It's only if both sides really understand that they can't do without each other. So, in a certain sense, you have more of a possibility as Americans to influence the politic of your government than Russians do theirs.
In June 2015, American citizen diplomats associated with the Center for Citizen Initiatives went to Russia to meet with their counterparts in 4 regions. This video was recorded when we met with Volgograd entrepreneurs and students for discussions regarding the relationship between our 2 countries. Our hope was to better understand the Russian perspective regarding the challenges in Ukraine and other heated disputes throughout the former USSR.
Сержант, мы готовы уже?
Good morning, our Rotarians, our friends, our colleagues, friends from US, Sharon Tennyson. Мы очень долго, я хочу кратко просто представить, потому что для нас это очень дорогой человек,
I'd like to briefly introduce Sharon because she's a very special person for us.
Мы с ней познакомились, все здесь многие, в течение последних 20 лет. Она помогла нам узнать, что такое бизнес, предпринимательство и жизнь в Америке.
We've known her for 20 years and she helped us to learn about life and business in America.
И то, что сейчас Rotary. Поэтому особо благодарен, что Rotary Club именно благодаря Шерон здесь есть, живет, развивается.